Myth and Legend, Attempt 2. You are a god, scaring mortals, granting wishes, and generally mucking about Greece has been great fun, but with all fun it eventually turns to boredom. Fortunately, Autolycus has provided you and the other gods with some amusement. He has stolen the Titan's Curus, and you must find it first. So victory conditions to acquire the artifact or defeat all enemies. Loss condition is the typical one. It's a 8-way free-for-all, normal map difficulty on 200%. I rolled purple, so we're Dungeon Ion. Of course, Ion is an Overlord this time. He has a different stat line, or different set of secondary skills and specialty, of course. And, well, I can't random the rest of this, so I digress. Let us begin. You are Apollo, the sun god. You drive your chariots across the skies so that the world has light. Well, you've been doing it so long that your horses know the way and really don't need you anymore, so you've decided to leave your lofty perch and take a look around. Your priest, Barris, has offered to join you on this quest. Ion, your son, is looking forward to running amok in Greece and having a grand old time just like his dad. Well, not exactly his dad. Sure. So, of course, we do have a Barris. I mean, a Barris does lend himself to a better main hero than Ion, but I will see what I have available. I also have Alamar, Shiva. Honestly, I wouldn't mind Shiva for the scouting offense. Considering these two heroes I start off with do not provide me any archery or the like. Shit, I just got back. What happened? Oh, they got the Titan's Curus vegan. And, well, I did mess up a bunch there, but I got the information that I needed. He lost, yeah. Pretty much. It happens. Of course, for Corinth, we have tier 1 to 3 upgraded, Marketplace, H-Guild level 1, and a blacksmith. Also build a city hall right off the bat. Of course, there's also a town hall opportunity here with a tavern already built, and tier 1 and tier 2 available. Of course, I will buy the spell book. Build the city hall. So we're gonna go straight for the for now, while I claim all these piles of ore, potentially. Not deposit my armor yet. I might want to just do that instead. Actually, you're rather risky to develop because, well, you can get shafted at level 3. Whatever magic you get. Yeah. Just the reality of it now. Just have to break this now. Take the attack and defense though, first and foremost. $49, nice. Yeah, you want people to reach. Sad. That's just a waste, actually. Oops. Whoopsie. Now, surprised they're not going Trog stack. Oh, no, just self-inflicted, wasn't it? The absolute pain of the same. Certainly worth it, though. Mushroom rings. Buy Eleanor as well at this point. Ice Ellie's? Damn. Orb of Temptation's Fire. Perk Chieftain starting with Gold Mine. The easiest fight is definitely manageable. What was a good map? But I enjoy the memes more than the game itself. Orb of Fire, again it is. Well, it's definitely an option, but against the Inferno player, it doesn't leave. Well, it doesn't kill the Freed Sultan. Ridiculous. What the hell? Aphotrites. Logistics specialty, but they were the first to die last time against Red. Maybe that will change. Maybe Orange AI will be the best in this case. It's a repeat, isn't it? Fight the repeat, huh? Well. Ooh. Quite important. Navigation doesn't help me too much, honestly. No. It's more people eye. So of course it was. Of course it was enough. electrons are going to die here, unfortunately. Okay. Forgot what you start with. I think that would be feasible, yes. So, what? Magic Arrow is pretty much guaranteed, so. While driving your chariot about, you come across a pretty little woman, Creusa. She steals your hearts for at least the moment, and you offer her the chance of a lifetime. Unable to refuse, enjoy her company before getting back to this little contest. Now, what's the specialty again? It's, it's Evil Eyes / Beholders. This map is kind of broken. Here's HD for Microsoft does. So you can play whoever. Oh. Oops. That seems like quite the mistake to make, yeah. Okay. That's a bit of wood. Just focusing on the shooters again. Well, in this case, I'm just rushing the other hero. You need a level up, but I don't think there are really... Unless I, like... really focus on the levels there. Should be able to do that without any problems. It's gonna hurt, but... I mean, it's 1,000 gold per turn, which is definitely worth rushing. That's 2,000 gold. Don't really have any spells though. Should have stayed. I don't know if that's going to be enough to take out the other town. Probably won't be. I think Ion is finding, though it's just a group of atoms, yeah. Rural, welcome to the stream. By default, you should start green, I think. And that would be the first town, you know. It's the first pickable faction of the 5. That's one evil eye down. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I don't want the arties, I just want the gold. It's being trolled. There's no castle there. Hmm. Should be enough of that. That seems a bit sketchy. And that's more army that they're throwing away. High on specialty. Oh yeah, Yid. Yeah. Okay, Bubik, I got you. Specialty, yeah, that's the specialty. Ion was the son of Xuthos rather than Apollo. He married the girl named Helike, who succeeded to the throne in the city of Lycia after naming his wife in the capital. Yeah. This is, it is art. What? What? How the hell did you do this, huh? Fuck. I have no idea how to do this. That's just the second hero. Why did you... Okay. Whatever. No. It's not really enough to kill the hobgoblins. I have to kill the pikemen anyway. Oh, this is a decent mess, ain't it? Yeah, just do this. Yeah. Okay. There's the speed again. Nice. No more Orphan take the second town as well. I can't because there's Magog's in the way. Yeah, it's not edit this. But yeah, the Greek myths are... The stories of the Greek gods are very intriguing, to say the least. You are not wrong there. Oh, well, okay. Well, I just need to win better. Whoops. That was wrong. It's pretty epic. Lucky time. Nice shield. When that guy's one away. If I get the collar of conjuring, I could do it. Good performance, yeah. So he was blind enough to wait for 8. Boy, is this silly. Face blacks. Well, 4 Medusas? Is that even enough of this? Do I dare? Should have upgraded them. Do I dare? Certainly one way of sources. Really get anything else? No, red is northwest. Ryusa sends a message to you. She wants to talk. Still enamored by your assets, you wander over to her place and the two of you talk for a while. After about 3 hours of her droning on about boring stuff, you get agitated and convince her to quit yapping and start doing this. Smell. She's happy to oblige. It's not up yet. Oh, Valeska as well. Nice start. Nice start, nice start. So I'll take that harp as well. should hold this over for now. Right. Okay. I need a bait to take this fight. And more layers available. Bears has to take these fights instead of Malamar. Flame Sword. Oh, that's guarded by jump once free. So, what are we doing with ya? Beamer is available. Beamer is a threat, of course. Glad he's on our side as well. Just by only upgraded. Okay. Shell out loads of money. It's quite the array of spellcasters in our midst. Still here, I see. Yeah, well, the first attempt was for intel, so... Unsurprisingly, it didn't work out the way I intended, so I wasted too much time and didn't take advantage of scouting out even more. So I don't necessarily know where to go to get into the area with the Curious. What's happening here? Alamar. Right. Gotta get the stables first away. And this is a solid lineup. Guess I'll take it. Yeah. See what they happen to do. Well, certainly a decision. That's still the same. Or why I chose to go as orange instead of purple. Just seeing where you start. I think that's the closest from the subterranean gate. It's like it would be right here-ish. the subterranean gate's there. But it's either this start or orange start for the subterranean gate. We also go through the whirlpool technically. That's even more RNG, so. I also managed to find the whirlpool on the first attempt. Which, of course, the whirlpool event tells you where the Curus is, because why wouldn't? Why wouldn't it be available somewhere else? Who knows? Huh. Of course, most of these towns are in danger of just boats arriving. That's pretty much all bought out. Maybe a mana vortex would work. Don't really have enough troops though. There's a lot of gold that I'm possibly giving up for Sparta's sake. Wow. That was a lot of loot. Would this be enough for a siege? I don't really trust it, no. Magic gotta do more. Hobgoblins are fast enough to catch up with the harpy guys. Not quite. Quicksand. Yeah. The army was split, so it's probably not gonna work. As a week has passed. The third day in a row, you've spent the evening just talking with Crusa. As a man of action, you're getting bored, you tell her, because of the contest, you can't see her until later. Any luck, she'll have married some mortal by then, getting you off the hook. Oh no. Well, it's unfortunate. Well, I wasn't going to reach anyway, though. However, this opens up this, so it's... Daughter. At the very least, I can get the other stuff then. Just force them to stay in their town for the time being. don't have it. Oh. And it's not gonna happen anyway. What? Oh AI, you're so annoying. Would this be a yeah. It's not much. Wow. Okay. Just realized my stats are so ridiculous right now. It's a lot of fun. I'm more inclined to I'm just gonna melt everything with 235 damage lightning bolts. That's pretty rad. Pretty rad. Such a waste of money. Such a waste. Okay. Close range there. Another flail, apparently. Ryan. That's Inferno terrain, so it'd be either really good or really bad. Sorry, it could be bad or really bad, depending on where that falls. Don't know if it's underground or not. Great. And you have a decent amount of stats. Oh. Oh, okay. Sure. I suppose I will just take that, yeah. City Hall's are worth it. It's not worth it at the moment. Build up. Good luck on the siege. Next turn. Edric's gonna be a pain in the ass, because apparently he has Lightning Bolt that does 235 damage. Sorry, Erectius. What a name. Yeah. Let's. Should have left by now. I mean, everyone's stats are ridiculous. They got caps. Absolutely. Oh, well, that makes this a lot easier. Oh, capital as well. Okay. Kind of stables for next turn. Wonderful. As it's done. Stay in town. Castle. No, we want that. That we can just go broke buying Scorpion cores at all. Like they just die instantaneously. For real. Why are we killing marksmen? Oh. It's not winnable, man. hate it when it does a stupid calculation. It's like, oh, you're gonna lose this, so we're just gonna shoot at the things that are worthless. Oh, yeah, the Royal Griffins! Right! You're right. Wow. Incredible. Ballista's gonna destroy me. Maybe the gargoyle will live. Ugh. So unnecessarily close. So stupid. Oh my god, that's horrible. Hope nobody got an early pog. One gargoyle, huh? Oh, here comes Edgerick with his battalion. You didn't actually get a power knowledge level, so that sucks. Guy's gonna be a big dump anyway. Oh yeah, the Royal Griffins are your town. Oh, how could we have not seen that? Hello, stable. What? Okay. Hello? Oh, we should probably, now. Is it up? Is it around? Bugger. Uh-oh. Interesting set of developments over here. What the hell? Caitlin with a bunch of stuff. Okay. I swear, if they take out 7 angels, that would be very infuriating. Considering they just bought calves in their main town, I doubt they have money. And the capital as well. What am I gonna do with you? Try your best, I guess. Gary's gonna stay with ya. Yeah, no money again. Why would I have money? Bruh. What is your plan now? You have no towns next turn. Oh, well that's not enough to kill you. Problem. Nice. Well, that isn't great. Mainly because it means we get some random secondary archery skill now. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Can I just take it straight on? Suppose I do have res. The Evil Eyes will join us. Right, Evil Eyes? Damn. Ah, damn it. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, well. That's how to play now. I also need to embark on my pilgrimage soon. My pilgrimage to the underworld. This. Got Sparta out of the way at the very least. But what's next? Saving up the money. I mean, that's definitely worth taking. Naga Bank, if it hasn't been done, should be taken as well. Did I do the Dwarven Treasury? What was that at? I was up there, probably. So Retta's down to that town. I don't know what you're doing there, but it's not helping you whatsoever. Oh, blue retreat. Sure. Probably going for Damn on. Alright, you're around. Probably take the observatory. This is just a drag. Personally, I would just want to get rid of Kalen here and now. And I still will have to deal with one of Orange's towns. Quite frankly, I'm not sure how much time I have again. Come across two men on the road. They are having an argument. The younger kills the older when swords are drawn. Oedipus. I didn't even know his name, but he was a stubborn fool who drew his sword on me. Nod your head, having seen it all. A few steps later, you remember what the Delphic oracle said about Oedipus. He was to kill his father, Laius. So his father left him to die. Obviously, he did not. Turn and watch the young man walk away. It will be your good deed for the day not to tell him that he just killed his father. Not his fault. That is curious. On lodging. I wanted lodging though. Quicksand and summon boat. Which you should probably transfer that to Bassus? What was his name? There's close. I was one letter off. Oh, you'll transfer. So he's going back. I can't really afford to dilly-dally. I just have to rush the underworld and essentially make the Inferno town my main town. Then I could either go for the artifact there or just conquer the rest of Greece easily. I mean, this is already a pretty on par stat line, so if they get there quickly, I shouldn't have too much of a problem. Though they do have devils already. So hopefully the Scorpion Cores would be enough. Also, one of my boats went missing. Fuck. Hello? What? God. I mean, well, no, I took it, huh? Was that Shiva? Oh, Shiva took a boat there. What? Well, either way. Oh, okay. Calliope, the muse of eloquence and heroic poems, stops by looking for inspiration. Decide to help her out and recant some of your recent heroics. Two of you spend a quiet evening by the fire. After a few glasses of wine, you two decide to play out a few ballads. Certainly. Well, it's obvious what they're going for. Good luck. You went back on the boat, right? Good job, Rectius. Oh, this is all a mess now. Probably I just bring them. All unupgraded. So then they cost a lot less. Ooh. I'm gonna disembark at the end of the week. So LMR will now leave. They'll meet with Varus. Not gonna make this supposed to do. They're not as feasible as a different story. You get slow or strong. What is the point of this game? Wow. I love that it's making it a bit harder on you. Grass links. What a mess. I mean, all of the hill forts they're like prone to make this a messy scenario for us. Just free upgrades for every unit, or reduced costs, I should say, not necessarily free upgrades. Gotta go, good night, well, see you later. Vegan, have a good night. Yeah, just go. It's not like it's gonna be that hard anyway. Oh, that sucks. Magic arrow just slightly on. So is the ice bolt. Sure. Well, just let him leave, because then I can get the mines next turn anyway. He's just gonna come back and try to flag them again. Could buy 3 heroes for this, but it seems a bit excessive. Just make sure this boat doesn't disappear. 'Cause now I'm paranoid about that. Wow, that's crazy. Would have never seen this one coming at all. But I don't have time for you. Yo, remove obstacle. Now I can win. Don't you have... You have Arties. Okay, well... Where are your spells? You apparently already used some though. Should probably start there, right? No, you're one step short on that. Let's go for Mana Vortex instead. Elamar will take parties from Ryan. Connor is just gonna be an annoyance. That is gonna lose his town more than likely. So up that. Keep Gary because of what he's done for us. If it wasn't for Gary, that town wouldn't exist for us. Thank you, Gary the Gargoyle. Made a reappearance, first in Valheim and now here. I wonder if I still have that video. Probably do. Yes. I'll lose the capital though. Could make this hurt potentially. I mean, she already has too much, to be honest. I think it's worth it. And I also have to... So I need to get up back there still. Should have speed advantage over that. Oh no. It's Isaac. Still, Griffin should be faster. I can't remember. They have 5, then they're upgraded, and they also have grass native, so griffins aren't as fast. I think since I have 2 griffins, it should still work. This really isn't enough army, though. Trying to disembark on one. They rebuilt a capital, so they shouldn't have that much money. Can't really build up the mage guild too much. Could get air magic though, so that might help. I don't know. Get off the boat. Puffbirds. What the hell? They reached the capital town in a day. This town's gone. This could work, depending on which way they go. I think Red goes first, so they would lose. They would lose my. Well, I wouldn't. Yeah, at the capital. Would get downsized, obviously. Then they lose the capital afterwards. They would have to rebuild another capital. Bye. No. Have to set this chain up though. Sure. So let's spam back here. You're fine where you are. Could try to go for level 4. It's gonna be a hard ask though. Just the sulfur is the holdup. kind of have to get to shit, I don't want to get an army though. I always forget the garrison first. At the very least, cause some issues. Alright, fine. Has a bunch of stuff. Varus isn't gonna get to the altar of sacrifice. Actually, speaking of which, what the hell is that? So what, they would have, what, 2 towns? Maybe 3? There's 2 areas I wasn't able to access here. Where's the artifact? Drag. Another hero, so I can at least get you to reach the boat in time. Though I don't think it matters too much, because I have to wait a day. How much do I have? Oh, okay, is what I wanted to press. 13k a day, it's gonna be 9. Should be enough for one of, well, 2 of these. I have a castle here, so that's gonna be pricey. Yeah. Don't have archery. Don't want to risk it. All the way. You have 150. Okay. Actually, first cast this too. It's a decent amount. It's not quite as much as I would hope for. So now you do. And voila. So then, all this is gonna be undefended. Yeah, just how this goes. I'm surprised they haven't gone south yet. Seems like everything's in order. Oh, I forgot about the spells. Forgot about level 4 spells. Whatever that mattered. Oh, temporal would be nice. Yeah. Oh god, the amount of spell points you have. Why? Gotta be kidding. It's intelligence at advanced, I guess. Bro, how am I supposed to Well, Griffin's always a pain. Probably not even worth it. Yeah. Frost Ring is brutal. All the other gods having little kitties, you're extremely happy when Calliope has a son, Orpheus. He's a handsome baby boy with a bright future. One of the maids giggles, the son of Apollo, god of the sun of the bright future. Let the joke slide because you're too happy. Oh, you know that was a lost cause as soon as we saw the monks. Yeah. Oh. Well. I mean, the idea is just to delay. So what does this end up being? Chain line. Chain lining. See, you personally let that slide on. It wasn't winnable to begin with. Oh, the order of this. Oh, the order of this. It was almost optimal. Almost. I have to stay a day anyway. Can't buy all this stuff. Day or two. Can I get level 5? I think so. No, I meant in the text box. Am I getting paid? Oh, I see. Okay. Probably gonna get blocked. Or killed. It's a funny thing to try. It's definitely gonna be a garrison anyway. Next turn. Oh, orange is making red scared. Also a boat there, so it's gonna get even more complicated for red. Probably should have given the capital. Definitely need it now. Barely zap this whole transaction. And with the way this works, someone else has to do this. We're almost there. Just need 5 wordwood, right? Okay. Nice. Well, I mean, if that's not enough, I don't know what is. It's like Dave is losing this one. Implo is actually really good against the Free Sultans. I did get Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning as well. See what happens with that fight. 540, I mean, this is a lot of damage on a single target. If I can get rid of all the Magogs or all the Free Sultans, then it should be a lot easier. Unfortunately, with Dungeon, I have 2 shooters. Scorpicors don't really do a lot. Scorpicors are gonna get focused by the Devils instantly because they're so. The glass cannons. The glass cannons. The glass cannons accept about the damage. Oh my god. Don't know what that was, right? Hopefully nothing bad. That was a sentence of all time. Just a miniature stroke, don't worry about it. They're glass cannons, except they don't really pack a punch like a cannon would. Such a mess. Look, I got it out eventually. Glass crossbows, yeah, summon bow. Actually needed it. So I didn't get it anywhere else. Now I got it here, but that's not really reachable. It's too far away. Not enough time to go raid. I go for. Now comes the fun part of how the hell do I defend anything now? Gamer, maybe? Whoa. It's not fun. Really? Don't tell me you go east while orange is there, because that's gonna be very agitating. Witness. Especially when you have no vision over here. At least not yet. But there are mines over here. That's probably, yeah. I'll hold off. I'm not sure what the AI is doing. Oh. 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 Come on. Come on. What is that? Come on. What the hell is this? This is rigged. I need this stuff to be upgraded. I just trade it over. It's not enough time still, but just need to get it over there now. What? Really? Morale? Oh, fire. Oh, and morale. No, gotcha. Artemis arrives with a centaur in tow. He's a good-natured chap who has been taking hunting lessons. Now he's interested in healing. Consider it and agree to teach him what you know. Not all that bad of an idea. It's a natural at it and really willing to learn. Ooh, hog, eh? Where did... There goes your capital, Red. Screw you. Oh, this is taking already a week. What an excursion. Oh, good luck. Good luck. That's not what we were supposed to do. So let's get logistics, man, so you can be more of a complaints. So you level up tactics twice. So now you'll really retreat or surrender. Have someone vote on you. We have another vote. I don't think so. Well, Varus, you're definitely gonna need that water magic, potentially. As silly as that is. behind because I don't have my tier 7 either. Or my tier 5 for that. Oh, what's going on here, guys? This gunner has done a lot. We'll be pretty blunt about that. Approach the gates to the underworld, and all the tales come to haunt you. Bolstering your courage, you continue forward, keeping an eye out for lost souls and horrifying creatures rumored to dwell below. Yeah, you enter into the land of the dead and wonder why Aeneas took this route. It's barren and desolate, filled with horrors beyond imagine. Now you are beginning to wonder why you entered into this lifeless void. Surrounding the narrow path is nothingness. Your troops are not happy. To reach Hades' realm, you must pass through the 8 horrors of the underworld. You have enough for both retard dwellings. 7 gems off. Need ore, I think, to make it 2 as well. Oh. Buy them in case of plague. Hobgoblin population doubles. There's a block there. Well, water alleys. More spell power. I guess I could just keep the crystal on now. So many orcs. Okay. Oh, stables ran out. Uh-oh. Wondering your time might be. Your time of going the AI coming to a close here. Well, you got most of them, but this town needs a level 2 mage guild. This town ready for a dragon cave. Alright. No. That lies a tree from which false dreams cling. Absolutely. Death ripple immunity. Right. Steamer pass. Release move Arna. Needed someone here. That's unfortunate. Huh. Cool. Steamer will take it. The rest goes back. Fascinating. What Damacon took it? Was it Gion that took it last time, or what? What happened? No. Ah, you can surrender. Oh, they got Tom Portal. Fun. Oh, you're yellowing again soon. Great. Love to see that one. Hey, what? What? What, you want orange to take both castle towns? Okay, red. Yes. Guess that's what's gonna happen now. Hooray! It is Amphesteria, the celebration of spring. Long winter is over. Persephone has returned from the underworld to enter into the sunlight with her mother Demeter. Demeter has released her icy grip on the world and let all things grow again. What a wonderful time. Time to party! In celebration of spring, everyone cuts loose. Even Hera lets her hair down. Everyone drinks deeply and eats well. Peasants and craftsmen make merry all day long. Enjoy the parties and contests, just living it up well into the night. Not partying, right? Unlucky are the souls who are not buried, for Charon will not take them across Lake Cocytus. Across to the other side. Out of here. Do I bother with the undead path? Sort of want to. Make a quick detour. Yeah. Just don't remember if there's going to be something there or not. Oh, that's not good. Just ahead, you see the pit that Odysseus dug in order to call the spirits of the dead. Poured milk, honey, wine, and water over the area and sprinkled it with white barley. Only after he slit the throats of a ram and ewe did the spirits of the dead come and answer his questions. There's a cave here. Awesome. Oh no, this isn't good. I need to know. Just need to know what this does. Okay. It does waste a day or two, though. What? We got most of the stats. Should do it in red. Uh, oh, that's crazy. Well, why such a roundabout way of getting to me? Well, you're paying for last night's parties, your head feels like it's going to explode, and the last thing you remember was praying to stop turning your stomach inside out. You guys walk far too heavily, and you swear the dead are making the loudest racket you've ever heard. Seems like the souls of the dead that Odysseus called never bothered to return. Wish they came, or maybe they couldn't return and aren't happy about spending eternity here. Yeah, you can't reach. What a shame. reach, so it's pretty much forfeited for now. Surprised the Grail hasn't been built yet. You're beset by the Aranis, the revered goddesses who punish the departed for crimes they had not yet atoned for. Nothing escapes their sharp eyes as they follow evildoers with speed and fury, permitting no rest. You wonder if they know about that little incident a while back. Huh. Ah, that's cool. Charles, the ferryman, now demands his fee for taking you across Lake Caucasus. He stretches out his bony hand and accepts the gold piece that you hand him. Climbs back into his boat, waiting patiently. Yeah, nice boat. Nice boat. What the hell is this? Yeah, that is a bit annoyance. Is a bit of annoyance indeed. Yeah, the capital's gone. Can't really do much right now. I guess I should just rebuild it. So of course, red and orange somehow attack in different ways against me instead of, you know, conquering themselves. I suppose I could get the mana vortex there, but that gives red a mana vortex, and it's also Caitlyn, so yeah. It's not very. It's at least 270 spell points for Caitlyn. That's just horrendous for me. Apart from my dragons, of course. Captain's will be gone. Orange reaches in one turn. 220 now. Okay. That is pretty epic. Fine. this takes so long. It's clearly not happening. Go after the dragons. I suppose so. I'll have Res with me now, so. May as well at this rate. Well, I found the most obelisks. Whoa. Insane. I mean, clearing out the map after getting rid of the underworld is going to take a long time. At the very least, know where Town Portal could be, seeing as how Orange has it. Orange has several AAs already. Great. It's not particularly what I want to achieve. Kind of be like split between red and orange. We fight over it instead of red decided, hey, I'm just gonna take it down. Right. Sort of bait though. Take out my most useful hero here. Caitlyn could probably win against this too. It's the annoying part. Spy a very beautiful maiden. After following her for a day, you find out that her name is Daphne. Very shy and timid, but you know she'll come around. Send her dozens of flowers and gifts of candy in hopes that she'll be interested in visiting your castle. So far, no response. Turn tells you I'll accept my fee on the other bank when I bring you back across. Until then, I will wait for you here. So ahead you see Cerberus, the three-headed dog that is to protect the lands of the undead from those who do not belong. That would mean you. Notice Notice that there are many Cerberus. Seems that after the embarrassment with Hercules, he decided to spawn a few more of himself, just in case. Following the path, you enter the Asphodel Fields. You know that here lies the souls who cannot pass through the Veil of Mourning. They are those who died in childhood, condemned to death on a false charge, and those who killed themselves. Pity those poor souls for the fate they must suffer. On the craggy hills, on the craggy hills, you see them sitting there, the souls unable to pass into the veil. You see Ajax, a hero of the Trojan War. He killed himself from shame after he went mad of jealousy, because Agamemnon wore the armor of Achilles to Odysseus. He decided not to hear or move along. To the Veil of Mourning, where those consumed by unhappy love dwell. Remember a lost love as you pass through the sad veil. It tears at your heart to remember them. Sanded, continue on your way. Okay. There's a hero out there doing some nefarious deeds in the cursed ground area. Big definitely. I don't know. Probably just helping them get stats at this rate. Not experience, but just the stat buildings here. Yeah, not sure what I'm supposed to be doing with this. Yes. Should be probably pulling the hog here. Just to have it on standby. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, okay. Makes it somewhat easier to get the dungeon town potentially. Of course, now there's a big garrison. A lot of spell power though, yeah. Finally, you are out of the depressing veil. Just ahead, you see a group of men and women milling about, chatting casually. To one side, you see another group sparring with each other. Curiously, you get close to take a look. What does the sign say this area is? Here rest those famous and more. House of Hades, Elysium Fields, and Tartarus. Going straight to the otherworld, the Palace of Hades. Guess we'll see if she did some parts or not. Ah, more. There you go. Anyone else move? No. Okay. Peeking into the terrifying underworld realm of Hades, you are glad that you don't have to spend a long time here. It's incredibly hot and filled with dangerous lava flows and active volcanoes, not to mention some of its pets. Hades' house. Seems like she wanted to disembark again. Not out everything though. Phooey. Cupid, oh boy. Well. Well, shucks. Why's this gotta be a siege, man? Okay. I like how you have the mega side, that's great. It's 130 and 800. This first. Stone. What did you? Yeah. Smarty. Got a blinds now anyway. Else that needs res. 9 evil eyes, I think. The rest are harpy eggs. Not really wanting that. It's roughly like 800 estimate. 1200, 1250 plus 50 of them. Shrug. I have haste. That's a decent poke. Should be over soon. Take it. Holler. What can I get for fire? So I forgot to put on the tabard. God, it's blind, but it's insane. Make your house a home here. Which means come on down, everybody. There's a 2A there. That needs to be explored immediately. The hell, I just killed you. How are you here? Okay. Summer house. Okay. The hell is this? Oh, got other heroes. Stand. Oh, she was like, oh, oh. I don't know about that one. Can't really. Actually, can't I make the Nice. Don't need it. Oh. There's a Sears up there as well. Just. Whoa. Something bears could use. First, I have to get rid of Tan completely. Bing. Bro, what is that? You see a man bound to the chair. There's an inscription here. Sits Erithos, so he cannot carry off any other women. Know that he helped Theseus carry off the Amazon Ethiopian later. Hell, must have tried for Persephone for Hades to get so upset. Idiot. Wow, that's well, that's a DD moment if I've ever seen a DD moment. What got you so worked up? Can't do shit. Damn. No TP. What a shame. No. Does this kill one? No, I don't think so. Barely does. Not quite. You're in my realm. No. Have nice things. And that made sense except for Scorpion's dying. Lost me there. I saw the morale seed. Saw the morale on that tile. Really? They actually didn't build castle gates between these. What the hell? Yeah, I slacking you. To the Elysium Fields. You see before you a place filled with wonder and beauty. This must be the Elysium Fields. You hear the laughter and happy sounds of its inhabitants. Children and adults alike play and laugh here for the rest of eternity. Dude, imagine if they still found the artifact in one. That would be fucked up. That would be messed up for sure. Cheating Grove. So how is this happening where they don't have artifacts? Or is it just not here? It's on the Inferno Island on the surface. Then why is the Grail not built at this point? I guess it wouldn't be an Inferno Grail. Fine. Huh. Somebody does have a Grail, though. What? Oh, someone was here. Welcome to the River Leth. Only those who are not yet born, those who are to be reborn, should drink from Oblivion's waters. me just double check. No, it's not what I need to check. Tan is tied with green. I suppose that would probably mean green has no towns as well. There are mountains. Right, I didn't even notice the holes there. Like, what happened here? Did they, like, just dig up the grail and not put it in their town? House of Hades, over-exaggerating, are we? Yeah, it's not too big. I don't know what happened to the grail here. Mystery. Well, that's... Now I kind of miss... Now I kind of, wish I had taken fire magic there. What a shame. Definitely need another hero. Not here. All done. Oh shit. It's true. Don't have money, man. I don't know. Quite befuddled at what's transpiring here. Let's go west. Okay. I really have no understanding of what it's doing. Is he in panic mode again? Because no towns are... No, because he has a town. So far, you haven't heard a word from Daphne. She's been avoiding you, having her parents tell you that she's not home. First, you were real nice about it, but you do know that she's hiding in her bedroom. After all, you are a god. Next time you will see her... Next time you will see her and say so loud. Okay. That might be enough to be breaking this. What's Tan up to? She's chilling. After defeating the hag's wyverns, you quickly slaughtered them. Passing by their dead carcasses, one of your men notes the eye. Doesn't seem to be a human eye after all, but a dragon eye. Examine it and stuff it in your pocket. Could have some sort of magic to it after all. There's Erebus. There is Erebus, but I'm not taking a fight on cursed ground against it. Hell. Ha! Tap here. Hail. Of course. Guess this would be the area where you get the stats and stables and whatnot. Go for it, of course. I am not. Maybe they just didn't pick it up. Yeah, it's possible. There are some spots missing there. This is the center. I don't know if you see my cursor. It'll be like 2 tiles away, so there's still some spots missing there. What's the army looking like? Honestly, not too bad. They're blackbirds. Just go away. No! That is fucked. No spell points either. He's died twice now. No. Oh, we're gonna get that mana well. Surely. I'm Hades now, man. Check me out. I don't have a slot. What the hell is this? Okay. Okay. I guess I'll take it, yeah. This has really been a mess. It goes such a long way just to even get to me, and I can just dig it up. Can just dig a hole there, and just they'll be able to reach this area anyway. See, that's horrible if it falls into the wrong hands. As you approach the beach, there are hundreds of transparent souls dipping into the waters and drinking deeply from oblivion. When they are done, their soul suddenly shoots upwards and disappears. Maybe you shouldn't get too close to the water. There is a thing you could cast summon boat here. I think it seems to be blocked from that point onward, though. That's nice. I don't know. Holy cow, that is a lot of movement. Is that both, like, boosts of speed and Westerns gloves? You go to see Daphne at her house and she flees out the back. Chasing her, she cries to Demeter, "Save me!" Suddenly her arms reach upwards and turn brown and leafy. Her feet take root. Next you know, she's a laurel tree. Guess she really didn't want to see you. Take your bruised ego home. Rip. I mean, that's the 5, right? No spell points. Does have initiative on the first 2. Damn, this is a town of ADs. This ain't a town of ADs. No. Can't reach, can you? No. No, no, no. Not like that. Gamer needs to go home. Just need one. Do I need a 67 turn slow? No. my artifacts are dead. Well, okay then. So what? It's fine. It's part of it, quite annoying, yes. Okay. Really now? Just have armor or something. It's barely doing any damage. Just end this as fast as possible. How much does the lightning bolt do? Still on now. An annoying amount of HP to deal with in total. No longer paralyzed, so it's goodbye. So I hell the ADs anymore. Do I even have a res? Oh. This is what I'm gonna end up with. Oh my goodness. Some more damage, don't you? Ew. Ew. Got him. Ew. Huh. Okay. Tome of Airman. Wow. Tan has been vanquished. Well, that pretty much makes this breeze now. Oh. Let's see, what else did we get? Well, same ring, unfortunately. So, just get stats now. No armor, though. Not sure what Caitlin's doing again. Bell shocks. Okay. I just ended instead. It's gonna be too long to clean up, honestly. Now I'd love to sit here for another 4 hours, but how about no? How about no to that one? Add a change of heart, because as much as I mean, I could sit here for as long as I really choose to. Of course, it's not the wisest decision, since faction could just totally overwhelm this side of the map. I digress. Why did you do this? Yeah, check that it's empty or whatever. Whatever the case may be. Yeah, just keep them alright. think I can DD over there? Probably not. It's too far away, if I had to guess. Not sure if there's anything else to do around here. I think I flagged everything. So, I mean, the Grail is likely not lost. I'm also not digging for it. Guess we can check. Guess so. Really sure where to go here. You've made it to Tartarus. It has been a long and arduous journey, but you are now here. This is where the damned souls are kept in their eternal hell. They wail endlessly, tortured and twisted. You know, these hideous souls will stop at nothing to devour you. Hypnos, the son of night, greets you as you enter Tartarus. He gives you and your troops refreshing rest and alleviates your pain. In order to help you along your way, he gives you a present. Thanking him, you continue on your way. Isle of Life. Wow. What a nice guy. Come across a tortured soul here, not uncommon sight in these parts. He is Sisyphus, once evil king of Corinth. Oh god, that's where we were. Now he is condemned to roll a hug boulder uphill, but it always rolls back downhill before he reaches the top. Oh yeah. Quickly pass by before it rolls back and crushes you. Love me some Rock of Ages. Damn it. Oh. Playing the pipes has always been a passion of yours. For the longest time, it was undisputed that you are the best. In that little contest with Marsyas, prove it. Marsyas? No one has even come close to challenging your expertise, but now Pan has been said to be better than you. There are wrinkles that someone might even be in your league, especially Pan. He's such a pain and impudent to boot. People are actually whispering that he might be better, but not loudly and not often. Not really wanting to get into an argument or a contest over it, you simply decide to take a walk. Talk a walk, yeah. I just gotta talk a walk. I just gotta talk walk. Probably get attacked, but it doesn't matter too much. Sometimes you just gotta talk walk. Right. Anyone else? Carefully, you step around a tortured man who lies on the ground. He is Tityos, who offered violence to Leto. Punishment, he is to spend eternity stretched on the ground as two vultures perpetually eat his liver. Ooh. Yeah, I heard about that one as well. There is a giant there. It's probably the end. Somehow I managed to just barely get here in time, I guess. Anyone else? Shock me soon. So yeah, it is roughly like 6 weeks before you lose, essentially. Wow. Incredibly done. Deity of fire. Now it truly is. Let me check that Sears Hut before anything else. If it is even there anymore. A rail grace. Yeah, you're dead, right? No. Don't know why it doesn't consider tactics at all. It's time to rain fire on Greece. I'm quite curious what that is. Pack giants. So you have come to take the Titan's cures from me. Good luck, you little weakling. Wahaha. Waha. Ah, shit. Waha. Waha. Oh my goodness. Beat it. Alright, they only have like 150 health. Yeah, it's true. Wow. The Titan's Curious. Congratulations, you found the Titan's Curious and claim victory. A total time of 52 days and a final score of 436. That is going to be it for Myth and Legend. This is the second attempt. Not bad. Not bad. We even managed to have a rail grace, too. Yeah, I did do it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Second attempt. That would have been quite the pain, honestly. It's a good thing the AI just goes aggressively for a town. They lose all of their towns. 'Cause otherwise, they would have definitely won that. I'm kind of curious how close that was, so before I actually end this, it should have tournament save on, right? So, I usually don't do this. As you can see from selecting new game instead. Oh, why is this the first one? It's too early. I'm just curious where this goes. Oh, what is this? Area. Huh. Wow, so I just coincidentally never found that. Wow, that would have been a fun time. It was somehow shrouded, like, just enough, pretty much. Which I guess explains that, yeah. And that's the only thing, though, but... So that was 235. It's a pretty dumb scenario, though, because... you can't really, like, lay out the map itself. Oh, wow, okay. That's, wow, that was pretty much the last day that I could have won. And what the hell? That's insane. 231 maybe 227. So that's dumb. It's pretty dumb, yeah. So they could have done these fights a lot earlier too. So they were able to clear out all of this, pick up the chests and the Dread Knights, and go to this tile right there. They didn't. So essentially, when I got their towns, it was just soon enough that they were like, oh shit, we're about to die. If we don't go back right now, we're gonna vanish, essentially, is what happened. So it wasn't that... well, I mean, it was very close still, because when they got to that last tile, they were like, oh no, we're out of time. They didn't consider that was the Titan's Curious, so that's interesting. But yeah, it was one day, essentially. we were 2 steps away. Well, maybe not 2 steps away, but we were essentially a day's movement away from losing. So as soon as they got to that tile, they would have to go back before they vanquish themselves for not having a town. Even though that doesn't make sense, but they don't actually know that the artifact is there, I guess. Just clearing the areas because of gold and riches and whatnot. Wow. Lined up very, very closely. Man, oh man. I mean, look at the rest of this map. It's pretty nicely compact. I mean, it's definitely not Greece, but well, I don't know. It's a lot more shattered than it should be. Well, it's got a lot of like nice dialogue and whatnot, so it is pretty well made. It's just the flaw is the objectives very easily done by AI, the underground. Just what else are they gonna do? They're just gonna sit and wait because there's no threats except for neutral stacks. I mean, I'm surprised they were able to do that sooner. Where are they at? It's moving away from. Oh, okay. So they just started. Such an odd prioritization where they still keep getting the treasure chests and whatnot. Because I guess that's just how they're programmed. Because they actually get every single resource pile. Which is what ended up making them lose. At this point, I didn't even have the towns yet. Oh, I was just making a boat ride there. Hey, Backseater Extraordinaire, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. Flying Gunman, welcome. How's it going? How's it going? We, yeah, I just beat Myth and Legend and Rams was here, chatting along. Or Bunny. Other people probably have gone to sleep at this point. HoMM3 watching on the stream as well. Hope your stream went well, Backseater Extraordinaire. Appreciate the raid. Definitely about to hit the hay, yeah. I'm not quite there yet, but it's definitely way past my stream length at this point. But we did manage to beat Myth and Legend, so don't have to see this anymore. Well, sort of. For me kicking, you go way back. Yeah. We're also childhood friends. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Mika definitely was like the start of I mean, I would say pretty much started the whole English HoMM3 stream debacle. Well, I mean, it was definitely popularized. Call shenanigans on that. Yeah, I was gonna say he's probably Canadian. I feel like you could live in different provinces and still, you know, not meet with one another. It is quite the expansive country. French, well, certain. Saw Quebec. I think Quebec was French. Or Montreal. I don't remember. It's one of the two. You mean you could live just a short 2-week drive away from me? Oh yeah. Gotcha, yeah. It's very close to you. There's even a utopia here. Look at that lighthouse. Wow. The light blue Keymaster 10. Not sure where that goes. Well, that's definitely where they should have went with this originally. If Fly and DD are banned, of course, then yeah, should have just had like tents in each area or island, maybe each segment of the island. So I wouldn't really know until. Okay, I'm gonna try something else here. Oh, let's see. Why is this? Oh, right, I have to open the map editor. Alright, good night, good night. Have you been playing these with Rose's mod or pure clean game at 200%? Just pure clean game at 200%. I'm not sure what Rose Cavalier did. If their mod, I'm not aware of that. So yeah, good night, Backseater Extraordinaire. I'm just gonna open this real fast just to see what spells are in or not. Let me pick towns, select towns, tab, properties, spells, level 5. Interesting. Okay, so they banned. Sure what that means. You definitely can't have Earth Elemental, Fire Elemental, and Sacrifice. Oh well, that's probably just Rampart probably. PD is not enabled. Castle Town is not going to help me. No. Imagine more than likely banned. No, did not ban Armageddon. So for dungeon, everything is enabled except for Dimension Door. That does make sense because you can pretty much break the map with it. I mean, fly doesn't matter too much underground, though it would still skip some of it. I mean, yeah, the AI here does have a lot of stuff. What does this gold pile say? What? Oh, the check mark is the hero. Okay. Interesting. They turn off the biography, maybe? Just completely grayed out on this. This looks to be a Tamika, but renamed. Okay. Also another hero. Radamanthus. Okay. There's an event at the end there. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so the bottom right part of the map was essentially a labyrinth. Okay. And you get a helm and gratitude. Let's doesn't tell me what the reward is. Imagine it's the teapot helmet. I don't know. I guess there was an event before. Yeah, there was an event before. Yeah, that sets the whole plot line of that area. Okay. So I wonder if I could try something. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I suppose that works well enough. There's no sound or audio though, but hey, it's a map editor. What can I say? So yeah, this is the whole labyrinth or whatever. Actually, it doesn't show you the event properties. That's kind of a bit small. So no, that's not gonna work, unfortunately. Who will? Seems to be a pretty well made map. And there are events like scattered throughout the islands. What is this one? Right, I could probably just boot it up on this. So there's like a lot of potential there. A lot of different ways you can play this or just experience it. Obviously, the AI clears out some of the guards, so it kind of doesn't make sense when you hit certain events and the guard that's supposed to be there isn't. I am Athena. I am Athena, and I am a cheater. Really, in this one, I misspelled it. Oops. What would be the hardest start on this? Maybe. Maybe Pink has an island to themselves. Like this whole region is such a cluster here. Also, wow. That's a story element. I'm just curious. I'm just gonna look at the lab. I'll look at their stuff at a later point, not on this stream, of course. It's not really necessary, I don't think. Does this have any on this? There is some stuff. Also, after the battle, even a kindly old man. He offers you some of his dinner and a place to sleep. You notice that his hands are quite strong for someone of his age.
Guides you to his house and you have a nice dinner and settle in for a good sleep. You wake with a sudden, sharp pain and realize you've been had. This is Procrustes. What the hell does that mean? A robber and murderer. He ties his victim to a special bed. Short ones get stretched, long ones get chopped. Screaming suddenly, he is surprised. Sudden sound of your troops drives him on before he can kill you. It's pretty wild. Pretty woman approaches you and introduces herself as Circe. She asks you to dinner. Honoring your manners, you all have a nice quiet dinner. When all is done, she says, you are much nicer than Odysseus and his piggish men. I'm glad that some people remember their manners. As you land on the island, you come across two people, a father and son. The father tells you where you are. You are on the tip of Crete. My son Icarus and I plan on leaving using these wings I created. Known as the pair of wings each carry. Not a bad way to travel. Bade him farewell. Crete. Seeing a large cave entrance leading to the deep underground, you realize this is what Daedalus was talking about. This must be the entrance to the Minotaur's lair. Maybe Pasiphae is still alive. I'll help you find a Titan's Curus. This is just a red herring. Enter into the dark labyrinth and realize that other inhabitants have also moved in. Looks like the Minotaur hasn't been lonely. Hope that this trip is worth it. Just imagine going through all this. Oh, I guess the Minotaurs clue you in unless that's just coincidence. Finally, you found the Minotaur and all some of his friends. He instantly begins to attack you. Alright, okay. It is the Helm of Heavenly Enlightenment. The woman saved. Was able to be possible. Shields. Shield reputation there. Sure. Some landmarks. This random has yeah, it is random. Alright, well, that's gonna be it for an overview of Myth and Legend. There are, like, many other events scattered throughout the map that I didn't get to see because, well, I was on quite the timer. And did have to beat it before the AI got the Titan's Curus. Nonetheless, that is going to be it for Myth and Legend. That is going to be it for my stream tonight. As always, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are.